Hello and welcome back to Wyvern-Hearted Ink and Friends. My name is Claymore and today I am heading out to my second ever event to sell, and this one is called Krampus in July. It's a 2-day event, which I've also never done before, so it's an exciting adventure. Spoiler alert, I didn't make a ton of money, but that's okay. I'm still learning, and I wanted to take you along for the journey and just to feel the vibes. Just like all good procrastinators do, I decided to do the last minute planning of deciding how to set up my table the night before the event. And while I was doing so, I found little Miss Leia hanging out in my bass drum, and I just had to help her figure out her way out. I hadn't previously set up my table other than just a very basic setup to sell items, and this time I decided I wanted to take a different approach and have sort of a store keep look with two sides that you would have to interact with me through, like I'm a little fortune teller in a booth. So this is the basic setup before I paint it and put curtains on it. The first day of the event was kind of all over the place and a mess, but this is how the general concept of our table came out, and of course I have my lovely helpers with me. The first day was a bit slow, but honestly there was a good amount of traffic and I felt like we had a lot of eyes on my work. I unfortunately didn't make a ton of sales this day, but I think that was partially due to us forgetting to put out tags to list the prices. So most people would just eye over the table, say hello, and then continue to walk by. Since the day was fairly slow, I decided to work on a little side project and make a sign for our little shopkeep.
You're always getting me so awkwardly.
So let's go over our sales for day one. We sold 3 Mycelian Archer stickers at $2.50 a pop, 2 Lovecrafty and Lime Cthulhu pops at $6, 1 Rainbow Sherbet Bafo pop at $6, and 1 Amordria print at $5, making our grand total $30.50. While $30.50 is not much, we still had hope for tomorrow, and I ended up spending the night over at my friend's place because the event was 45 minutes from my home and started at 11 a.m. the next morning, which I had to be there for at 10, so for those who don't know, I am not a morning person, and I do not wake up easily, and I'm terrible at being on time, so great things.
Day drinking. Shot of raspberry Smirnoff vodka before we leave at 9 a.m.
Smirnoff.
It's 10.
I haven't had my coffee yet. Saturday ended up being super busy, if you couldn't tell from the packed parking lot. There happened to be a little market outside, a farmer's market, and it was bringing a ton of extra people our way, which was partially to detriment and partially helpful. While it was fairly busy, we had an impromptu concert from two people playing the piano that happened to be in the corner. Near the end of the day, we ended up having the train pass by this old freight house we were housed in. Today was a lot more successful than yesterday, so let's add up our sales. We sold one Ilseat sticker at $3.50, one Mycelian Archer sticker at $2.50, one Dryad Queen sticker at $2.50, two Gates of Hell prints at $5, one Seed of Evil print at $5, one Crystal Cave print at $5, two Cotton Candy Cthulhu pops at $6, one Lovecraftian Lime Cthulhu pop at $6, one Merry Cranberry Cram Pop at $6, making our total sales for the day $52.50 and our grand total for the event $83. While it wasn't the most profitable event that I've ever been to, I really appreciate the experience, and I wanted to still announce our new product.
Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to the world, our otherworldly and occult pops, including, but not limited to, Krampus and Honey Sriracha and Merry Cranberry, Cthulhu Pops in Lovecraftian Lime and Cultist Cotton Candy, and for Pops in Radiant Rainbow Sherbet and Devil's Food Cake. Otherworldly and occult pops is a Galaxy Elise booster item. Wyvern Heart and Ink and Friends does not support the worship of occult or otherworldly entities. No animals were harmed in the making of this video or otherworldly and occult pops. Whatever you do, do not seek out the house in Relia or letter 617.